Hello, I am White Moose, and today I want to share my thoughts on what I think about Medal of Honor Warfighter. What I think about the game and what's good or bad or something. First of all, Fireteam system, pretty awesome actually, pretty fantastic. Basically, it encourages teamwork, you can heal each other, you can get ammo, and just encourages teamwork between two players. The problem is that you need a friend or someone that you know to play with, and if you play with a random guy, then it won't go down pretty, I think, because most random people don't know what the game is and don't understand that they need to work with your fireteam buddy. Maybe in the future people do, but not right now. The maps are quite small, they force you down paths, you're like short choke point-ish stuff, and yeah, it creates a lot of close range situations, and there's a lot of cover all over the map, so you pretty much have to use cover all the time, and if you don't, then you're going to die. And if you move out without knowing that it's safe, then you're probably going to die, because there's probably going to be someone behind cover somewhere up the map. And because it's so much cover, that means that when you go inside a new room, there's going to be so many angles where people can be, and that's going to could be quite difficult. So you have to like slow down and just move slower and change the pace of the game. It actually does that quite good, because it doesn't feel like Call of Duty, it doesn't feel like Battlefield, it feels like its own game. The pace is different, the game just feels a lot different. At the same time, it is very similar it's very similar to Call of Duty still, at this point at least, when people don't really know how to play it, because people run around like idiots all over the place, myself included. At some times I try to use cover a lot more, but I want to move faster because the maps are so small, but yeah. I need to learn that it's not possible, and just slow down and change the pace of the game. The guns themselves are they feel quite weak. The gun sound isn't as good, it doesn't feel like it has any power behind it. The damage drop-off is quite short, so you can't really do anything in longer ranges, which would be like 50 meters. Not that there's many lines of sight that are actually 50 meters, but still, in the longer ranges, then you can't really do much against someone with a sniper or a LMG but with bipod or something more long range. Then you pretty much have to run away and take another route. That's one good thing actually, because there's quite a lot of flanking routes to take, but still it's a lot of small paths that you need to run down, and you might meet someone in close range and you have to awkwardly aim down sight in close range because the hip fire isn't really good. Then again, I really like that you need to actually aim down sight in close range, because hipfire is kind of stupid to me. I don't like hipfire. I don't like when hipfire is so strong, at least, so you can hipfire someone from far away. I don't like that. But here, you can actually, it forces you to aim down sight even if they are quite close, which is quite nice. If I were to describe the game in one sentence, I would say that it's like Call of Duty, but slower paced and an emphasis on teamwork. And I don't think it puts the game into a bad light if I compare it to Call of Duty, because that's pretty much what the game wants to be. It wants to be quite similar to the Call of Duty, but still different, to like catch the eye of the Call of Duty players and get them into the game. Unfortunately, I don't think Call of Duty players would like it, because it's so slow and you need to use cover, you need to play quite clever, because if you run around too much, then you're going to have a bad time. And I'm having a bad time quite often now, because I'm playing like an idiot. I'm trying to relearn the game, not relearn, but learn how to play in the game and use cover more appropriately, and just change the pace of the game so it fits me, and take advantage of the maps and so on. And yeah, using cover, then you need to know the maps, so you have to learn the game pretty much, and embrace the game as its own game and not like anything else. And let's move on to the $1 million question. I've been asked it several times, so I want to address it publicly as well. Is the game worth the money? And I would say yes, it is, assuming you have a friend to play with. Not doesn't have to be a friend, but someone you know on the internet who can play the game with you. That's the important part. You need someone to rely on your fire team. Yes, every game is more fun when you play with a friend, but this game especially, because it focuses so much on the fire team and working together with one more player. So if you have a friend who are interested again as well, then get 2 copies and play with each other and have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, and that's pretty much all the thoughts I had. I planted the flag. I'm a Swede, yeah. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.